groove. Ronji's got the vibe to make you move. With laughter and love, we're here to stay. WSAN Radio, your morning getaway. Wake up, let the rhythm flow. With the Ranji Morning Show. From the heart of Texas, we're ready to shine. WSAN Radio, it's your time. News, interviews, and the songs you love. Ranji's voice lifts you high above. From San Antonio streets to the world beyond. Zion Radio, the sound you'll always find. Feel the energy, let it carry you through. Ranji's got the magic to make dreams true. Turn the dial, join the family. Zions your morning destiny. Wake up, let the rhythm flow. With the Ranji Morning Show. From the heart of Texas, we're ready to shine. WSAN Radio, it's your time. With Ranji, San Antonio, let the music play. The Ranji Morning Show makes your day.
And that's right, we make your day. It is straight up 10 o'clock in the morning here in the beautiful studios of WSAN Radio. And plus, we're broadcasting live not only on Facebook, but on our YouTube channel and Twitch. And I have a gentleman right here that I've been knowing that I want you to know. We got DJ Cyclops. He is a staple and the music industry here in San Antonio, Texas. DJ, gospel artist, getting things together. So without further ado, welcome Mr. DJ Cyclops.
Hi, how you doing, everybody? How you doing, Mr. Ron?
I'm doing good. It's nice to have you on. I like your setup right there, man.
I appreciate it.
Man, look at that. Big time. I'm gonna be like you one day. I'm gonna steal that setup from you, or you tell me how I could get it, one or the other.
Hey, I can help you. I can help you out.
All right. See, what a lot of people don't know behind the scenes, there's a lot of things that go on in San Antonio behind the scenes. People getting things together, and it's such a tight knit community that we really need to get the word out, because one thing I'll say to DJ Cyclops, he knows what's going on. I turn around and talk to somebody else, they don't have a clue what's going on. So our job is to make sure y'all know what's going on, especially with the events that you have coming up this weekend. Tell everybody what you got going on.
So this weekend, December 6th, we have it's our sixth Gospel Explosion, but it's also our third annual toy drive. And this will actually be the first one that we'll be doing here in the city of San Antonio. We've been doing it all over. We went to Dallas, we went to Jacksonville, we went to Orlando, we went to Atlanta, but everybody kept telling me, let's bring it home this year. So that was my decision, go ahead and bring it on home, where I was born and raised, right here in San Antonio. So, and this year, it means a little bit different for us this year. Not only is there the Gospel Explosion, which we showcase up and coming gospel artists, not only there's the toy drive, but we also are doing a tribute and to Jamari Hodges, aka Jay Hodges, aka Bug, wherever you know him by. He is a great musician in the city of San Antonio. He was very impactful to me in my early music ministry years. With my first album, he helped on that. So my thing was, we lost him at a young age. So I wanted to honor him this year. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We have a whole segment set aside just for him. And we're gonna be giving back to him and his family. So we're looking forward to that. That is December 6th, 12 to 4 at Anchor Community SA Church off of Parent Vital. It's 9323 Parent Vital, Suite 110. Then that night, we're actually going to be doing a holiday sneaker ball. And that's from 7 to 11 p.m. It is going to be at the Marriott Airport. Tickets are still on sale. They're $20, $150 for a table. So uh, tickets are still on sale. If you want to get tickets for that, you could contact me, Christian Forney on Facebook, or you could contact Betty J Wade Forney on Facebook um, to get tickets, or you can even contact Mr. Ron because he got the link too.
You had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yes, and I've been telling people about it and how to contact to get tickets and everything. But some of the viewers ask with things going on in San Antonio, and they ask a nice important question. What goes involved in putting these events together? And I told them I don't think there's enough time in the day for us to sit down and tell you what's going on behind the scenes because
It's
things
not.
change rapidly. You think
Yes.
you're going one direction, then you gotta go another. Because
Gotta
I know
pivot.
when I
Yes.
do events, nothing's never set in concrete. You almost go along each day to day. So let us know not only one, but you got two events going on in the same day. So explain to everybody what headaches, so I'm gonna use that word headaches, that you
Yes.
go through and getting this together.
um. So my thing is one of the headaches being I like I said I was born and raised here, right? It's just it's hard to get promotion in San Antonio. That's not even just with you know small events, but even some of the larger events here in San Antonio, people don't know. So it's harder to get people involved because of the fact that they don't know what's going on. And I commend you on your platform because like I see you promote events. So not everybody know. If you're not connected to the right people, you're not gonna know. So that's one of the headaches is just getting the word out there. And then when you try to get the word out there, people is like, well, what is this? We don't know anything about it. I said, okay, well, let me, give you some history behind it. They're like, okay, cool, but it's still not promoted. So that I say promotion. I say it's San Antonio is a city of so many different events going on, right? And it's hard to because we're not in competition. Well, I'm not in competition with nobody, right? So let me make that clear. I'm not in competition with nobody. But because of so many other events going on, people say, "Ah, oh, no, don't go to that one because we don't know about that one. We don't know how that is, but we know about this event." So,
Mhm.
for events starting up just like this one, everything had to start from somewhere. So, um, I'm just saying, just give every event a chance to grow to what it can be. I seen what this gospel explosion can do outside the city, right? I seen outside the state. So I wanted to bring something to that forefront of gospel music here in the city. So that's another headache. Just trying to get it, to where it needs to be. And then you have a team of people who are working, and I commend you. I commend all the Fleet Gospel and Fleet DJs that's here in San Antonio. Um, but when we ask other people on the outside to help and support, they're nah, we good. So it's hard. It's hard. So yeah, that's a headache right there. So, but like you said, you don't have enough time in the day to talk about the headaches.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
yes.
you said a key word is promoting it. And I have turned down quite a few people who come to me on a Tuesday and want to promote something that's Friday. And I said, I can't be done. I'll do it. I'll take your money, but that's not the idea. Now, some people agree with me and disagree with what I'm getting ready to say. But when you have an event going on, the first thing to me you need to establish the location.
Exactly. Exactly.
Once you
Don't.
get the location and get it all together, then people will go all the way down the line, getting the entertainment, getting everybody there. They forget one important key to that is how you gonna get the word out.
Mm-hmm.
So I say get the location first, then get the word out to all the media out there, whoever's out there, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, this radio station, whatever. Get the information to them. And I would say most people plan an event most 2 to 3 months ahead of time. And to me, that's great planning. But that's when you need to plan how you're going to get the word out. Don't wait
Mm-hmm.
until a week before the event you've been planning on for 2 or 3 months. Oh, we forgot to get the word out. You're almost killing yourself right there. I hate using that word killing yourself. You're almost
Yeah.
destroying yourself trying to get the word out because you said a key word right there is a lot of people don't know you. They don't know
Mm-hmm.
what you're about. So why
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the event? I don't know nothing about you.
And it's weird because I've been in the community in some aspect for years. Whether it's DJing, whether it's my gospel music, whether it's church involvement. People know me as my grandfather, Reverend Wade, who was a minister at Mount Zion. People know me as his grandson. So a lot of people know me throughout the years, but when it comes to different events that I put on, it's hard because, like I said, I'm known in the community, but I'm not known for events.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing my own event, I'm like, okay, all these people that I know that support me, where are they at? So it's hard, and I think that was one of the reasons why it took me so long to actually put uh, a free gospel event here in the city. Because I knew I could get the support outside the city. I knew I could get the support outside the state, but it was always like, I don't know about I don't know about home. And I hear so many different people in the industry say they had to start outside first, then come back home.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what I'm doing. So hopefully, this will, not only because we already got stuff lined up for 2026 in the city. So this is just the beginning. So I just hope people will gravitate to what we're doing and what we're trying to do.
You're right about that. This city is hardcore. We'll get people from out the city, and San Antonio is a tourist city anyway,
Yes.
with all the things we had to offer here. So we have to tap the tourist industry, basically, because they're coming to San Antonio and they want to know where to go. And
Yes.
so people in San Antonio would not go down to the Alamo because it's in their backyard. But we would go visit another city that had the similar things as San Antonio and go see all that and come home and won't even know what's going on in San Antonio. Then they say, we don't know what's going on in San Antonio. I want to say because your butt's not getting out, seeing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, San Antonio is a hard nut to crack for anybody who's
Exactly.
giving something in San Antonio. You're not the only one, and you from San Antonio. I'm not from San Antonio. I figured that out. I said, wow, you could almost force feed them, and San Antonians, don't get me wrong, and you still won't come. You know?
You know, when we give free events, like the Gospel Explosion is a free event. You don't have to buy tickets to come. Um, so everybody likes free, right?
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just hard because like it's so many. How can I say this? There's so many, like I said, there's so many different events going on at one time because everybody wants that event to be the event of the time, right? So, um, it's just my thing is there's enough room in San Antonio for everybody to be able to grow their events.
Hmm.
And if everybody supports everybody, it will be great. Especially in our community, if we support each other instead of trying to tear each other down, that would be wonderful. You know, so just because and it's a lot of hidden talent here, as far as gospel and as far as R&B music, right? So for me to be tapped into both genres, I see that, and it's hard for them to even get on a platform because everybody's catered to the hip hop, everybody's catered to the Tejano, but when we do give you a good platform, you, I don't know if you're scared to take it or you're just like, oh well, let me see how this first one goes, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's San Antonio is a tough city.
I'm gonna use this word that I use sometimes when you said we're not out here for competition. The word I use, I'm not here to compete against you. I'm here to complete you.
Mm,
And what I mean by that is if you got an event going on, I'm gonna show up to support you. Just like DJ Cyclops and his mom came out and supported me at a Chicago Bike. I
mm,
do the same thing when I get the time because people don't realize I'm up at 5 o'clock every morning and I'm tired by 8. But I try my best to go out and visit some of these venues and just show my face, go say hi to everybody, say, man, I can't stay long, but I'm here to support anything you need, anything I could do with you on the radio, just let me know. Now, that is what I do. I try my best. Trust me, I try. But it's just lately God's been overfilling my cup, and I asked for that, and I got it. I got it. So
and
I'm out doing things. I'm out doing. I do a lot of things for the churches because they call me up and say, "Hey, Ron, can you DJ? We got this stuff going on," and I'm doing things for churches all denomination. It
mm,
doesn't make a difference. So one of the things you just said was talking about people don't know when to come out. I'm gonna say this. I'm not insulting anybody what I'm getting ready to say, but I'm saying this. Some people are scared to go out church events. The reason why I say that, because somebody gonna see them at one.
mm,
What? What?
mm,
What?
mm,
What is their so they see you at one, and that is what I see now. If I hit the nail on the head, or if I got some people
man,
upset, I'm just
you in
telling the
somebody's
truth.
driveway. You in somebody's driveway right now.
you
Like
know
the
what I
pastor,
mean? Well,
the pastor be like, "I'm in your driveway. You are in somebody's driveway right now." Like,
and then vice versa. On the other hand, they don't want to see nobody see you out at a club doing something on a Saturday. So then it's always somebody in the church. I seen brother and sister so and so at this
mhm,
nightclub, and A
Mm-hmm.
pastor, you need to talk to them about that. And to me, the first question I'm asked, why was you there?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Yeah, you struck a nerve right there for somebody. Um, and so I want to speak on a couple of things that you just said because you said you do support everything that you can. You try to support everything. Before I really knew you, I knew you, right? I seen you at different venues, um, and you came out and supported me when you really didn't know me at a DJ battle. And I was like, oh, look, he's here. Like, so, yes, you do support. And, we need more people like you. Like you said, not in competition with people, but to complete people, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah, to see that, I was like, okay, these are genuine people like that one are genuinely supporting what I'm doing. And then let's speak on the part where you said people may be scared to be seen at a church event or be seen or who goes to church or be seen in a nightclub. We're human, right? We're human at the end of the day. Um, we're not perfect. We are far from perfect. Um, so me, yes, I am a gospel artist. Yes, I do gospel. I DJ gospel music. Yes, I am. I'm a manager of a gospel division for the Fleet DJs. But at the same time, I'm human, and you can't hold me to a higher pedestal just because I have gospel behind my name.
Yes.
Um, and I think that's where people um, go wrong because they think just because you're gospel, that's all you're supposed to do, right? Um, you know, Jesus didn't hang out with just the saved folk. He did. He hung out with the thieves and everything else because that's who he was trying to reach. If I stay to the saved people all the time, how am I supposed to reach people in my gospel ministry if I'm just staying with saved people? So, and then vice versa, you're scared to go to church because you're scared of what people think about you if you do go to church or a gospel event. I'm at the mindset now of I don't care what people think. I had to learn um, at a late age to have that mindset. I
Yeah.
used to always say, hey, what are these people going to think of me? Nah, I'm at the mindset now, like, I don't care. Y'all can think what y'all want to think, but I know what I'm doing, and God knows what I'm doing. So, yeah.
I-
So, yeah, that's my take on what you just said.
and I fully agree with you. I'm in the mindset right now, like I'm 70 years old. I felt that I paid my dues to doing what I'm doing, and I will speak my mind
Mm-hmm.
regardless because I think I've been around long enough to sit down and speak my mind on certain things. I may not be an expert on it, but one thing I could say, I lived it. So I could tell it from my point of view. Now, you don't have to agree with me or disagree with me. It doesn't make a difference. This is my point of view on life, how I experienced it. And that's some of the problem that people they don't want to hear that. They want to hear this unicorn and everything's fine out there, and it's not. It's not fine.
Mm-mm.
We just went through the longest government shutdown in history, And there are people out there that never been through getting free food. They felt embarrassed doing that. But look at the ones who's been living paycheck to paycheck. They don't feel embarrassed. They just go ahead and get it going the merry way.
Mm-hmm.
See, so that's the difference between the have and have nots. You know, we struggled. We used to struggling. Struggle is our middle name. It doesn't bother us. But when we bring gospel into the fold and you listen to some of the lyrics of some of the gospel songs out there, listen to them. They're telling you the stuff that they went through. They telling you the stuff that God wants you to do. Sometimes people can't sit up there and listen to a 30-minute sermon, but they can hear a
Mm-hmm.
5-minute song and understand everything because it's coming at them. The truth is coming out there. Now, don't get me wrong. What I'm getting ready to say, I believe, this is my only belief, when you walk into a church and that choir is jamming, that's me. I want to hear that choir. Because if the choir is jamming, I know the good word is coming. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And I strongly agree with you on that. And like you said, people just looking at the unicorns and thinking everything's fine. Somebody, shameless plug, my album just came out about 2 weeks ago, right? And some of the songs that I have on the album, I was speaking about a lot of life situations that I gone through. And people didn't know because, and I guess I told them on a call the other day. I said, we are set up to have masks, and in our community, we wear a lot of masks
Mm-hmm.
to hide what we go through behind closed doors. So you may think, we're not struggling in life. You may think we're not having health issues in life. You may think we're not suffering from mental health issues in life. But behind that mask, we have all of that. And, it's hard. So, like I said, we're human. We're going to have
Mm-hmm.
that. We're not going to have this perfect, happy go lucky life that people think we should have. And for us, we're gonna have it even harder. So it's just like, and then you put God, like you said, you put gospel in the fold, and they think, oh, everything's okay because you're a Christian or you're whatever religion you are, you're good. No, no, it's not like that. It's not like, yeah.
You know, just like you said, because I'm going to shatter things by talking right now. Because when we go to church and look at church, people in church, you see them all dressed up, hands folded, hands like this, and you see this facade of
Mhm.
this is
Mhm.
what this represent, this is what this is all about. Until the preacher says, Amen, you may leave, everybody go home. And when they go home, it's chaos. Not
Mhm.
not all houses. Don't get me wrong. So I'm not trying to sugarcoat. Not all houses, but I told my son one day. I said, drive up and down the street right here. Look at every house that go by. Don't that house look nice and all that? But inside them doors is
Mhm.
something else different that's going on, especially after church. Some of
You
the
even have to
loudest
get
and
home.
biggest arguments go on after church when you get home. I can't believe you did this to me at church. How dare you do that? And then it's just, it went
Hey,
from fine and prim to blowing up on Sunday.
and it's not even. You don't even have to wait till you get home now. Nowadays, you wait till you get in the car in the parking lot, you pull off, and then the argument starts.
Yeah,
So it's not just at home. Like some people bold to do it in a parking lot. It
yeah.
gets depend. It's just like you said, you could have this lavish house, right? You can have all the all the nice furniture, nice cars, nice clothes, everything. But deep down, you're like, it's like you said, it's a facade, just
Mhm.
so people will not ask you the questions.
Yeah.
And I feel like now when you don't have people asking you questions like what's going on with you or are you okay, that's when it gets worse because of the fact is you're by yourself.
Hmm.
So you know that's an issue. And in our community we don't like to talk to people. We don't. And, you
Right.
know, we like to stay private. So when you do have that person that be like, are you okay? Do you need anything? You don't know how to react. And you know, it goes in the church and outside the church.
Yeah.
So it it's just a thing that, like I said, we're built in a way to we're set up in a way to be one way, and that's how society sees us. So, like I
Yeah.
said, I could go on and on about this.
Yeah. Especially, I want to talk about the black men in church, or lack of.
Mm.
Um, you
Mhm.
always see the wives in there and the husbands at home doing whatever he wants to do, which is to each his own. Don't get me wrong about that. But when it comes down to um, these young black men looking for a mentor, looking for somebody to guide them in the right direction, they're clueless. They're lost if there's not a black man in that household, and that's what we're losing on in church. I agree 100% in church, because when the women pull something together, man, they got everybody but Jesus Christ in
Man,
there helping them out.
man,
But
tell me about
but,
it.
but when a man do it, you may have 10, and knowing you got more than 10 members that are men in there. It's just, it's that one. I'm gonna do a shameless plug, okay?
Okay.
Here's my shameless plug. This is a book that's from my man Craig Washington. And he says, I don't talk about it, but I need to. It's a 30-day devotional to men to read this. Every day, read one. Every day and lead up to it. So he's working on now how we get the men together. And so this lady called me and said, I see that book. That book is just for men. What about women? I said, be honest with you, y'all pretty well got yourself together when it comes down to church, except for the
Mm-hmm.
except for the cliques that y'all stay in talking about each other.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, this is the book for men. Then I strongly advise you to get this book and read it yourself.
And you know how you said there's a lack of black men in the church.
Yes,
Um, and you know how you were saying there, you know, young men need some type of role model. Well, you can't. How can I say this? Not everybody's lucky enough to have a mentor in the church. I was fortunate enough to have a mentor in the church, right? But not everybody's fortunate. So what happens is because they don't have the men in the church, where else are they gonna go but the streets?
exactly.
So when they go to the streets, now we're like, well, we're losing all our black men, our young black men at a young age, or they're getting locked up because that's all they see. If we had more men in the church, it would be a whole different story because you know it starts with in the church, right? Like I said,
Hmm.
it if like I said, I had a great mentor, uh, and I still talk to him to this day. Shouts out to Elder Corey Mobley. Um, he helped me through my high school years. He was there. you know. Um, and if I didn't have that, I don't know what would happen, you know.
Yeah.
So like I said, it was you have to have a strong man role model in your life, and if they're not in the church, like I said, I hate to say it, they're in the street, and it's us, like the older generation, to be be able to be like, okay, I'm gonna go somewhere positive to let these young men see where I'm at,
Yeah.
instead of be out here on the corner or at home or playing video games and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. We had somebody just chimed in and want to know more information about the gospel explosion. That's the one that you're gonna have some singers there, right?
Yes, so the Gospel Explosion, like I said, it's from 12 to 4 at Anchor Community SA Church, 9323 Parent Bible, Suite 110. The Gospel Explosion will consist of, we have some rappers, gospel rappers, we have some gospel singers. We have this time we actually doing, since we are doing the tribute for Jamari Hodges, we have a choir. This is our first time having a choir at the Gospel Explosion. Um, we have our headline artist all the way from Dallas, Texas. Her name is Nia Cooks. She goes by Nia C. Um, she's a phenomenal person. Not an artist, but a person. She has a very powerful testimony. When she walks into a building, you feel the anointing surround her. Um, so she's gonna be in the building. Um, and then, like I said, we're gonna have a tribute. Um, for Jamari, we're gonna have the choir. We're gonna actually pull one of um, the songs off my first album that he's on. We're gonna go recreate that performance that we did when the CD first came out. So we're gonna have everybody that was on the song on stage, and then when it comes to his verse, we're gonna play his verse. Um, it's gonna be a great time. Like I said, it's a free event. We're gonna have food trucks outside. Um, like I said, bring the whole family. It's going to be something that's positive going on in the city. I'm not saying everything's not positive, but something positive in the gospel community in the city, and it's for everybody.
And that's what I'm talking about. I love that. I love that. Now I'm gonna mess with you now, because
Okay.
you don't said three times you got some songs. Okay, so when am I going to see them or hear
So
them? You
part
know.
part of the tribute is I will be performing because of the fact that Jay was, like I said, a big part of my music career.
Okay.
So I will be performing some of my old music that he's on and some of the new music. Um, and yeah, that would be the first time I've performed here in the city. Ooh, in a long time.
Oh, you say
So
that woof like it's
like
been decades.
I will have to say it's been over. It's been some time. It's been some time since I performed in the city. I've been doing stuff outside the city, but to perform in the city is it's been a long time.
Okay.
So uh, people do know me. If y'all follow me, I was known as Closer to Christ, aka CTC. For the longest, I changed my name in 2018. I'm now by Dion. So it's it's a new beginning for me as well. So Like I said, my album just came out. Blindside came out on November 18th. So y'all can get it out on all streaming platforms. But yeah, I'm excited about Saturday because I actually get to do what I love, and that's being on the microphone. So yeah.
You see, I'm turning around and writing this down. Blindside. I'm gonna pull
Yes, sir.
that. Here I am playing gospel music, and I want to promote our independent artists. And I'm a my next role when I see you again, I'm gonna be a dentist. So I pull them songs out of you.
Yeah, like it's an album talking about my last 8 years.
Okay.
Is talking about my last 8 years. Um, and a lot of people thought I was done doing music because I've been doing music since 2009. So a lot of people thought I was done doing music. And shouts out to Toya Taylor. She actually she's on the album speaking on the intro, and um, the intro just speaks volumes because it says what I've been doing the past 8 years.
Yeah.
And she was able to sum it up, and I was like, here, this is what I want you to say, and yeah, she did a great job. Shouts out to her. Um, but yeah, it's a very powerful testimony. The first album that I did was more so for the youth. I was still in my younger years. I hadn't really lived life yet, so I was, like I was gearing my gospel music towards the youth. But this one, I lived life. I had to go through some things, good and bad. So this is my testimony album, and I'm excited about it. Um, and yeah.
Okay. Well, as we wrap things up, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it from here and let everybody know what you got coming up this weekend and what's in the future.
All right. So, like I said, this weekend, December 6th, Saturday. That's this Saturday, y'all. It's going to be from 12 to 4. The Gospel Explosion presented by Fleet Gospel DJs. That is from 12 to 4 at the Anchor Community SA Church, 9323 Parent Bible Suite 110. Then that later on, that is a free event, y'all. Free 99. Everybody loves free. So yes, and then later on that night at the Marriott Airport Hotel, we're gonna be having our holiday sneaker ball. It's $20 to get in, and 150 for a table. Um, so that's gonna be something it's for everybody. It's for the whole family. So if you want to bring your kids, bring your kids. I say wear your flyest sneakers because you never know, you might get a prize. I don't know. You never know. I like to surprise people. So wear your nicest sneakers. And then like I said, we got some things coming up in 2026. We're gonna start promoting that probably next week. I'm just gonna say San Antonio, just get ready for a big year for the Fleet DJs in San Antonio. So yeah, uh, just if you hear Fleet DJs doing something, just know it's gonna be big. So yes.
Yes. All right, my brother. I appreciate you taking the time out and everything that's coming along and I'll see you this weekend, the second part
Yes.
of the weekend. I will be there, so looking forward to that. Thank you for taking your time out your busy schedule and let everybody know what's going on with you and Fleet DJs.
I appreciate your taking having me on your show. And yeah. And Ron didn't even say he's a part of the Fleet DJs as well. So yeah. Anything you see him do, you know it'll be big. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and you'll see a D logo on there, and also we're also part of the Fleet Network DJs, where our radio station is on there right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
So,
So yes, this is being aired across the globe.
oh, it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yes.
All right, my brother. We'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Okay.
you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Recording stop.
All right, everybody. That was my man, right there. DJ Cyclops on WSAN Radio. We appreciate everybody taking the time out and joining in this morning. We'll catch everybody bright and early tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. DJ Ron G on WSAN Radio. Peace and chicken grease. I'm out.